like to say happy birthday to, that my camera keeps flickering on and off. Okay, let me give it a second here. Let everybody get in, and then let me tell you. Say happy birthday to anyone having a birthday this week. And also, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. If not, maybe I can say something tonight that will make tomorrow a little better. I also want to say that if you're just tuning in and if you don't see the red button up there to where it says live, then that means we're no longer live. All right? So that's how that you know. Hello, Emily. Jocelyn. Hello, hello, hello. Now, I'm letting you all know now I told you all last week, I'm going to tell you again, that we're doing a new thing. Or we're trying a new thing. I'm going to put it that way. At the end of the readings, when I download it, then I'm going to upload it to YouTube, but also that on Smoky Wisdom on my page here on Facebook, I'm going to post a summary of all of the readings. This way it will help you all to find your readings. Now, there have been some that has asked us to go back through the video to find the readings, but this way we don't got to go back through the videos. You can read it, and then you can watch the whole video and see what all was said too. All right. And also in them summaries, we're going to do what they call a collective reading. That's where there's certain energy that comes out on the table through all of the readings blended together. And there are certain cards that repeated themselves many times, and we're going to use those to give a collective reading for people. So if people didn't get a reading, then you can look at the collective energy, and then that will give you a summary of what yours is. So anyhow, so that's some of the stuff that we're trying to do. We also have a lot going on right now. And my roommate, Joanne, she had surgery, so we had that going on. Also that Brandy's daddy is in the hospital, so we got that going on. So now we got a lot of stuff that's going on right now. Yeah. But now we're trying to keep it rolling, though. All right.
Our first one tonight's going to be for Emily Allen.
Emily Allen. All right. That's where we at for Emily. So let's see where we at. Emily Allen. I haven't got my glasses yet. They text me today and said that my daughters had came in, but they haven't said nothing about mine yet. So mine will probably be in Monday. That's what I figure, one day this week coming. Emily Allen. Let's see where we are at. Let me get my glasses off here. Sure. All right. So what was her number? 20. All right. Emily said, by God, she's going to give me a blister right out of the gate. She said, 20, darn it. She said, I got something I want to know about. There's so much going on in Emily's life too, probably, and she wants to know. So let's see what's happening with Emily. Here we go, 20. All right. Let's see what's happening. All right, Emily. I like these cards. I just got to get these other ones moved because I need all the room I can get to put these other cards up here. Oh, look at it. Nice, nice, nice. Nice set of cards. Emily, you're not looking too bad. Now let me see where I can set. Man, I got so many decks on the table tonight. All right. Let me see where we at. Give me a drink of water. It's going to be something. All right, Emily, let's see what's going on here. If I can get it turned around. All right. Here we go. We got the sage. Says, be devoted and committed. Be devoted and committed. Once you set yourself in motion to do something, keep doing it. Just don't give up on it, okay? Because sometimes that we give up just right when we get ready to get the blessing on something, and then we miss out. So we got to be devoted and committed, all right? Now, here comes some good things for you here. This is an 8, which is about advancing and going forward, and where it's coins, it deals with money. So this shows there's some opportunities to advance forward, all right, in your finances. Over here beside of this, it shows you need to set up certain walls and boundaries. You need to you need to set up your rules. So I want to say it like this here. You are running a kingdom. Your house is a kingdom, okay? And each kingdom has to have a set of rules. So this is what you need to do. You need to set up those rules, set up the boundaries, all right? Now, here comes the other thing. We have a message. Right here comes a message. So we want to see what the message is. And here we go. Now, pages are messages, and we done pulled out another page on top of a page. So what's the message here? Well, this page is the page of cups. This refers to relationships. So this is like a newly formed relationship, something like that. Now, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, or could be you making a new friend or something. So that's what it's showing here. But we're going to treat it also as a message, and we're going to pull another card and see what's going on, all right? This is to clarify even more. All right, right here, we got some traveling. Looks like there's some traveling that's going to be going on, because this is a palace card, so we do have some traveling. So it might be a traveling companion right there that we was looking at. All right, now on over here, there's some stability because it is a 4. Looks like a nice little happy family. And right next to that is an ace, which shows new beginnings, starting something new, doing some new things. Okay, chasing after your desires. Whenever I see this ace here, because it is the one about desires, things that you're wanting to do, the cards are pretty much saying, look, you need to start moving towards the thing that you're wanting in your life. You need to start moving towards that. Like if there's something that you've always wanted to do, I don't know what it may be. Let's say making necklaces or going to a zoo, starting a business or whatever it may be. You need to start moving towards that, all right? Over here, we got some balance that's coming into play. And this looks like financial balance because it is coins. So that's going to play off of this down here with the opportunities for advancing in finances. So all that stuff is looking good. Advancing in finances, getting balance in finances, getting some stability here. There was stability over there. It's already 2 cards of stability already jumped out onto the table. And then now we also got 2 cards of advancement that jumped out on the table. So here's one about advancing also, going forward. So far, your cards looks like it is about movement. Now, over here, it shows you may have some anxiety about certain things, that there's certain thoughts or something that's coming along in like your head that you're dwelling up on and stuff. I'm going to say it this way. We can't wait on other people to make us happy, all right? We can't wait on other people to make us happy. We have to go out and pursue some happiness. That's why that we need to go chase after our desires. We need to pull happiness into our environment because other people will fail you. So you have to try to pull that into your life, all right? Now, over here, you need to hang out with like-minded people with the same goals, people with the same mind, in order for all of that to help you to go forward. So you don't have no bad cards. It just basically just set you up some walls and boundaries. You do have some stuff within the finances. It looks like things is going to be looking up in that area. So yeah, you're looking good. You got some stability and everything coming to you. You just got to put one foot in front of the other to make some of this stuff possible. All right? So that's what I got for you, honey. It looks like you're going to be doing some traveling.
The next one is for Julie
Julie
Davis,
Davis.
number 9.
Let me see. Julie Davis. So that's what's going on, honey. All right, Julie. You're welcome, Emily, huh? All right. Things are getting good. That one's the best one yet. Woohoo! All right, Julie, let's see what we got going on here for you, honey. So now, hers is number 9?
Yes.
All right. All right, Julie. Woohoo! You're talking to someone that was, see, that's what I was telling you. You get new relationships. That's good. That's good. Julie, we got a lot of communication cards that popped out here. So we're going to have to look at this. You're going to have to talk to somebody. Let's see what we got. All right, Julie, we're going to start you off here as the eagle. See from a higher perspective, Julie. Just sometimes we got to look at things a little differently at times. I usually say we might need to get a new set of eyes on the situation to see what's going on, because sometimes we think one way, but it's not really that way at all, but it feels like it. So we have to get another set of eyes on it in order to try to straighten it out, All right, so let me show you what now we got. We start off here with the death card. All that means is we're going to start off with a change. Okay, this is death of a situation. Whatever you may be going through, it's going to be short-lived, and it brings about a change. So we want to see what the changes are. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, here's what we got here. Here's what we got there. All right, your changes. If you notice here, we got 2 rulers. We got a king. Oh, no, that ain't no king. This here is about boundaries. Setting up walls and boundaries. I thought that was a king at first, but no, this is about walls and boundaries. Setting down some rules. And then over here we got a ruler. This brings in stability. So this here is good. So now these ain't bad at all. This is like I was telling Emily, and you got a kingdom, and this is sets up the same way. You got a kingdom. It's time for you to set down the rules and boundaries on what you would do and what you won't do. So first off, set up some rules. And over here, it shows stability. Right here shows some sudden wealth. So, hey, getting some extra cash is always good. Now, we do have a message here. So let me see what we got going on here. This here is your message. And it is, the 4 of Swords. This shows some stability as well, because it is a 4. And where the window's got these little curves, that's opportunity. So there's some opportunities for you. So that looks good. Over here, the 10 of Wands. 10s are about starting a new chapter, doing some new things. So that's one thing to always try to do. I always try to do something new and different. Like I used to tell my kids when I took them to the store, I said, buy one thing that you never tried that you would like to try. I get them to try a different type of food, or something like that. So now it can work that way with adults. You could do it with food. You could do it with adventure. If you've never been to this particular state, then go to that particular state, Now, over here, it shows that you may feel like you may be trapped or something because of the communication. It's almost as if there's somebody that is communicating with you, but they send so many mixed signals, you're not too sure which way to run with it. I want to tell you why I see that, because I want to show you. I'm going to put this card up here with these other swords so that way you can see this. Okay? You got a lot of sword cards. Right here's 3 of them. Okay, this one here, it's also a 10 about starting a new chapter and stuff, but it's also about people that are communicating and they're not quite communicating properly. See, I'm going to show you another sword card that you have right here. They ain't telling you, they are either holding back the truth and giving you half-truths, or they're communicating in such a way you don't know if they're going to do this or that. Okay, so now let's see what all this means. Here's another sword. You see, that's more about communication, but this one is a 5. This one says there's a change. So you're going to lay down the law here. That's what's going to happen here. You're going to put your foot in it. So here it comes. Everybody, I think somebody trying to hold out the secrets on you. They ain't telling you everything. So let's see what's going on. All right. Okay, we got the King of Cups. That means rule from the heart. And then we got the Empress card. This is about prosperity. But this card is also about someone being added to the family, either through marriage or pregnancy. So that's what we're looking at here. 3s are also about creativity. So it looks like there's some stuff that's going on that needs to come to light, and it is going to come to light. The Knight of Coins is about taking action. It's also about make a plan before you make a move, so don't rush into everything. So all in all, you got some decent cards, but it looks like there is some confusion that's going on up here. There's somebody that's not telling you exactly everything, so there is a type of confusion that is hitting the table right there. There's somebody sending mixed signals. That's all I can keep coming back to, is maybe mixed signals, that they tell you one thing and they're doing something else, or they just not telling you plainly or something. So that's what that looks like. So you may need to set up some rules, put your foot in it. Go and say, look here, y'all, I want to do this with or without y'all.
Your next one's going to be for
Kelly Tett.
number 17.
17 for Kelly Tett. Let me see. All right. Yeah, the summary is going to be better on these. So when I put the summary out there, it'll be better. All right, Kelly Tett. Kelly Tett. 17 for Kelly Tett. Let's see what's going on. All right, Kelly. 17. All right, Kelly, here we go. All right, we're going to do this. Then we'll do this one. See, that ain't too bad. All right. Okay. Yeah, I've not got my glasses yet. My daughter, I just got a text today that she's got hers in. We just got to go get them. So we'll go get them Monday. And they'll probably text me probably Monday or Tuesday about mine. So let's see what's going on here, Kelly. All right, here we go. Kelly, the great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Learn from spiritual experiences. Sometimes, Kelly, you might be meditating on something and then something will come to light as you're meditating or thinking about it. And then you're like, I never thought of this way. And then boom, that is a spiritual experience that just happened. All right, so now let's look over here. Okay, we got the 7 of Wands. Step outside of your comfort zone, and there's some opportunity. So this looking good. So now this is going to be more about you stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something different. So here we go. We got the Temperance card. This shows you got some skills that you haven't been using. So there is some skills that you have that you could use that would be very beneficial. And over here it shows the Hangman. It says, look at things from a different perspective. But not only that, though, watch about putting yourself into predicaments. Do not put yourself into a predicament to where you're hanging around like this guy. See how he's all tangled up there? So don't put yourself in a predicament, all right? Use your intuition. So this here is what's going to come into play, is using your intuition. If it don't feel right, it's not right, okay? Then over here, it shows a change getting ready to happen. Now, we're going to look at this. Let's see, what do we got? This shows, okay, we got a couple of things that's going on here. Okay, we got the Hierophant, which is the counseling card, which is also a 5, which is also about a change. So I'm going to pull another card on top of it, and we're going to see. All right. Be careful about taking on other people's problems, okay? So, like sometimes it's okay to help, but if it's going to put you in this type of predicament, you don't need to do it in that way. So help out a little bit, but don't put yourself out, all right? Now, over here, this is usually what they call the betrayer card, the 10 of swords. This is where that somebody had told a secret that shouldn't have been told, or they said something that shouldn't have been said. That's where that they betray your trust, something like that. But where this is a 10, we can't always focus up on the picture, but where it is a 10, it's about doing new chapters. But now I'm starting to see something a little bit different, so I'm going to stick with maybe somebody saying something behind your back. And it looks like a tower moment. Looks like something here. Let me put these together, because that's how it should be, like that. Well, it would have been like this. Okay? And it looks like there's a tower moment. Certain things are going to happen, but we got to look past this, all right? So that's why the 10s are about starting new chapters, and then the tower moment is about sometimes we got to leave some people behind. Not everybody can go with us. You got to say, look, y'all, I like you, and you all are pretty good people at times, but right now y'all are just being plumb out stupid with me, so I got to go do my thing, all right? So we going to leave that there alone. We're going to focus on the good things right here. The Knight of Cups, this shows more romance headed your way, so this looks good. Also show you headed towards calmer waters. Yeah, I think we'll drop them over there and we'll head towards the calmer waters. Having some stabbing thoughts, maybe thinking about that crazy stuff that's going on back over there with the tower and everything. So we need to, I know it's hard, but sometimes we got to quit living in the past. We can't fix certain people. I'm going to be honest with you. There's some people that come out broken, and you try to fix their way of thinking, but they can't seem to grasp it. But they just come out broken, all right? Now, we do have a message over here. And this one is about advancing and going forward. So everything after this tower moment and this craziness over here, it shows that you're going to calmer waters. Everything's is looking up for you. So shoot. So for the most part, just watch out about certain people trying to put their problems up on you, because that will cause a tower moment. Because if their problems start hurting you, then it causes a situation. So you got to be careful. That's what somebody told me. Be careful. I just can't say it the way that they did. But yeah. So you had some good things that going on. It looks like you're headed towards calmer waters. Everything's going to start working out. You just got to be careful. because there's some people. Whew, and I know it. There's people that will try your patience. I'm telling you, they will do that.
The next one will be for Donald.
Donald, woohoo!
Number 10.
Here we go, Donald, number 10. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I'm getting too many of these 9 of Swords now starting to pop out. Starting to be some kind of energy flowing on the table about thinking too much of the past. That's what it's looking like. All right, Donald, let's see what we got going on here, babe. Donald, the Lord, it says, take charge with authority. Put your foot in it, Donald. Take control, buddy. All right, here we go. We got a change coming up here. So we'll see what this is. Got a change. Oh, that's success. Look at that. That is nice. Donald, first off, we got a 10 that talks about starting a new chapter. This is happy, nice. It looks like you're in a happy place right now. Also, Donald, the cards are to remind you you are the magician. Whatever you focus on is what you're going to manifest. The things you push towards, it's going to push towards you. So if you move forward towards it, it will move forward towards you. All right? We got the King of Wands here. Set onto your throne. Exhort your power. Don't take no for an answer. Chase after your desires. We see balance coming into the finances, looking good. And then we got the Tower moment, and then we got the 9 of Wands. Looks like you may be thinking back too much of the past, Donald. I'm going to say that. Looks like there's too much of the past that you're thinking back on how things could have been better, but the foundations wasn't right, and it just fell apart. You can't dwell on that. It's time to move forward. Okay, so it's time to move forward. You can't dwell on that. We got the 9 of Cups. That means whatever you've been wishing for, Donald, you're going to get that within the year. So whatever you've been wishing for the past 2 weeks, the things you've been focused on in the past 2 weeks, you can have that, all right, within the year. Right here, the Star card. Don't rebuild on faulty foundations. You make sure the foundations are different, and things will start looking up. All right, pick the biggest star into your life, the biggest goal that you would like to see happen, and start building and working towards that. Take a leap of faith right here, the Fool card. Take a leap of faith. That's not a blind faith, that's a proven faith. There's a difference. Now over here we got the Queen of Cups. Don't forget who you are, Donald. Do not lose yourself. All right? And then we got the King of Cups. Sit on that throne. Exercise the power. Rule from the heart. All right? So yeah, you got some good things there, Donald. Just can't dwell on to the past. We can't fix that, you know. All we can do is build our future and try to build it on a different foundation than what our past was built upon. So we build it onto a different foundation, and it becomes bigger and better. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Jocelyn. I don't get to see everybody. I only get to see just that much of the chat. No.
Next one is for Maria.
Maria.
Number 15.
Maria, number 15. All right, let's see where we going. Maria. What's her number?
Number 15.
15. Shoo. Maria. Woohoo. 15. Here we go. Okay, we're going to get right there. We're going to do that one. All right, Maria. Let's see what's happening. Oh, starting to see some happy cards now. Look at there. There's some happy cards. And there's the Nine of Swords again. That's the energy, guys. I'm telling you, Nine of Swords is going to be the energy tonight. And then I'll have to go back through and watch the video and see how many more cards came out more than once. Sure. If they come out 3 times, that's definitely the energy that is flowing. So let us look and see what's going on. Okay, we got the Knight. Be brave and honest. Be brave and honest. Well, I believe that you'll be brave and honest, or I believe that you're honest always. The brave part is sometimes always the hard part. But where this is a Knight, Knights are always about taking action, doing something, you know, doing something. That's always the thing. Okay, here's what I got, hon. I got the death card. This is a death of a situation that's going to bring about a change in your life. And we're going to need to see what that change is. Okay, we got the King of Cups and the Nine of Coins. These are strong together because this is cups and coins. Cups would represent water. Coins represent the earth. When you pour water on the earth, things grow. So these are really strong together right here. So with this change that is coming up is a strong change. Okay? It shows that you need to sit on your throne, for one. And for two, you need to make a plan before you make a move. Okay? Then we got another Knight here, which talks about action. So now we're talking about time to take action. So certain things need your attention, and you need to put your foot in it. You need to take action towards it. Now we also have another change over here, and we're going to look at this. We're going to see what's going on. Okay, this here is the Ace of Coins. And then we got Five of Swords. Now, I want to pull another card onto the 5, but before I get to that card, we're going to talk about this. This shows a new beginning, and the 5 of Swords is usually a person who has had an argument but came out on top. So this shows you getting the victory in that sense. Okay, but this is also a change, so we're going to pull, oh, look at that. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you pull more than one ace in a reading, that means you're doing something with the house in some way. You're either moving or you're redecorating. You're doing something. So now, the wild thing is you got the other two aces as well. You got one here and then one over here. So you got all four aces. I'm going to get to that in just a minute because we got something with four aces. So let me get over here first. Your wish right here, the 9 of Cups. Whatever you've been wishing for the past 2 weeks, you'll get that within the year. We also got some stability over here. And here's this other ace here. All aces mean new beginnings, doing some new things. We also got the 9 of Wands, which is about you thinking of the past too much or dwelling on it. It's giving you anxiety or something. Maybe you got anxiety or something. But that shows that there's some stuff going on there. Over here, you got some information coming. It's like a letter or an email with the Ace of Swords. And right here, the Knight of Wands speaks about taking action towards the thing, chase after your desires. The Wheel talks about that you got room to grow. It's time to start a new chapter. Now, let me get these aces up here. Because there is 4 aces. And you got them all. You got all 4 of them. Right there they is. That's all 4 aces. It's usually about you're either remodeling or you're moving. But it's not always that simple because there's another element. It could be something that you're thinking about your home life and you're trying to think about certain things that you can do, not so much changing your home, but changing the family or getting the family together or something with the it's something that you're wishing could change or something and you would want to make that change. So it looks like there's something within that realm. I'm seeing that as well. So, all right, I hope that helped you. The summary will be better. I'll figure it out. I just can't put it into words, but I'll figure it out by the time I do the summary. We'll get the words for it. Phew, that was something. Oh, you're looking for a rental. Well, by God, well then there you go, dear. I know it was either you moving or doing something or you was trying to get the family together because there's a lot of aces there. Hello, Sherry. Jocelyn. Jocelyn, number 8. Number 8 for Jocelyn. Let me see where we at. Jocelyn. All right. Trying to move some cards around. Number 8 for Jocelyn. Yeah, that was some strong aces there. That was all 4 of them out on the table, just dancing. All right, Jocelyn. Number 8, you say? All right, Jocelyn. Let's see what you got going on. All right, Jocelyn. Get it turned around here. Get it turned. All right. Jocelyn, we got the 8 of Pentacles. This is advancement in finances. It shows there's some opportunity here for you to make some extra cash. So there's some opportunity, definitely. We also have the Hermit card. Now, normally the Hermit card is about you take some time to yourself, kind of like pamper yourself a little bit, and kind of meditate and vegetate on some of the stuff that's going on and around you, okay? Because sometimes we need to take that moment and just relax, all right? But this Hermit, I'm looking at the light that is over here, and it's kind of shining on this card here. This one here shows going to calmer waters. So I do believe you're going to calmer waters. Things are going to start looking up for you, okay? Right here, we got a 10 of coins. This is about starting a new chapter, start saving some money back, getting ready to do something different, okay? Save back some money. Get ready to do something different. Save it back for Christmas, save it back for the Halloween, or save it back to be able to travel or do something, all right? Now, over here, we do have the Tower. The Tower card is where that the foundations that you have built upon is not as stable as you think, okay? So there might be some work you might need to do. I don't see nobody falling out of this one, but it kind of needs some work, all right? So the foundation is going to need some work. It says here you got some gifts that you've not been using, so there's some things that you could be doing that could make things grow in your life to bring stuff to you, all right? Over here, it seems like the communication seems to be off a little bit. It's left you confused. You're not too sure what the communication is even about. It's just that somebody's saying a lot of stuff. Maybe they're saying so much, it's just overwhelming, and you're not too sure of what they're really trying to say. Because sometimes words have two meanings, and then I want to put it like this here. Now, sometimes we do overanalyze as well. I almost feel that too. You might be overanalyzing a conversation that you had, and you just need to stop overanalyzing it, all right? Now, over here, it shows you got some choices, some opportunities coming up, and you already done picked your choice. You know which direction you're wanting to go. There's just a little bit of an obstacle. That's all, just a little bit of an obstacle. It says here you need to set some new goals and make a memory, all right? And this here is also the 9 of Cups, which speaks about whatever it is you've been wishing for, honey, for the past 2 weeks. You're going to get that within the year. So that's good. That's your wish card. Over here, take action. The nights are always about taking action. Put your armor on and take action. You don't have to take anything laying down. You can stand up and say, look, this is what I'm wanting to do. This card also shows you will have support. So, yeah, looking good. Shoot. I've already seen, looks like the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups has come out on the table a lot so far. See, I'm starting to notice all this. And I'm switching decks. I'm grabbing different decks trying to see just where we're going. I'm waiting to see what they're telling me over there. Natalie! Melanie, okay. There's your accent. Well, you better check it. Check it at the door now. Melanie. All right, Melanie. All right, let me see. Melanie. All right, Melanie. Let's see what we got for Melanie. Let me move some of this here around. I got some cards I ain't used, and I'm trying to get to them. Is that Melanie Jane? Okay. Yeah, there's a Melanie Woods. Okay, Melanie Jane then. All right, well, you got to let me know. Melanie Jane. Woohoo! Yeah, we got you. Here we go, girl. Melanie Jane. Melanie Jane. So what's the number?
15.
15. Boy, they cutting it big tonight. I'm going to go up there and buy a lottery ticket. We're going to put these numbers in. We're going to see what happens. All right, Melanie, let's see what you got. Oh, Melanie, there we go. See, we start out the gate. Oh, shoot. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Melanie, you already got it going on. Life is good and about to get better. Oh, yeah. Melanie's like, what are we looking at over there? Lord have mercy, we're looking at the good stuff. So what we got? Well, I don't know. But anyhow, here we go, Melanie. Let me give you something. If I can get it around here. Okay, we got the mountain. Stand your ground, Melanie. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, all right? So here we go, honey. You see this little happy fella right here? See all that nice little produce, everything you got up in around him? This is the 9 of Cups. This is the wish card. Whatever you've been wishing for the past 2 weeks, you'll get that within the year. As long as you're moving towards that, you're going to get that, all right? This is also, you got Jupiter as the protector. So this is looking like something here. More romance, maybe your husband or somebody get ready to bring you some flowers or do something. They're going to woo you again. Yeah, so this is the Knight of Cups. Knights are also about taking action and you having support for your actions that you'll take, okay? So that looks good. So if there's something that you're wanting to do, you will have support. We do have a change that's coming up. So we're going to look at the change. We're going to see what's happening because sometimes we don't know. And then we need to know. All right. We got to change. Oh, looky there. Okay. So here we go. Okay, here's your change, honey. It shows here that this is about traveling. Because this is the Palace card. This is about traveling. So we got some traveling. And over here, it shows you going to calmer waters. See how the swords are pointing downward? That shows you're going to calmer waters. So this here is really good. So this looking great. All right. Now, over here, we got the 6 of Coins. This is about you getting balance within the finances. So this is really looking good. See, right here's another change that's coming up. So we'll look at that. We'll see what we got. Okay. Now, this shows they may have been someone that may have told a secret that shouldn't have been told. So, it could have happened, you know what I'm saying? But where it is a 10, it's about starting new chapters. So, I'm not going to look at it as maybe it's a betrayer in that sense. I'm looking at the 10. The 10 is more about a new chapter because that's what's going to make sense because all of your other cards are good. So starting a new chapter, start doing some new things. We got the Emperor card here. This is about stability. So let me back up here for just a minute. We're getting your wish. We got some more romance. We got taking action. We got traveling. We got going to calmer waters. Yeah, this one here be about starting a new chapter. And then over here we got some stability, looking good. Now, over here we got the 8 of Coins, which talks about advancing in finances. This here's looking good. And here's another financial card, which this one here speaks of like sudden wealth, like getting some extra cash from somewhere. You know, you didn't do nothing for it, you just get it for whatever it is. Well, you may have done something for it a long time ago, may have forgotten about it, but here it comes, you know, looking good. Here's an ace, talks about chasing after your desires, looking good there. There's a message here. Shoot, this is pretty good. So we're going to see just what do we got here. What is the message? The message is the King of Swords. Cut out any negative energy that's in your field. If you got anything that's holding you back from having a new beginning, to having a new chapter, to starting a new chapter, to start doing some new things, you need to cut that out because all of that is possible. Your new chapter is definitely possible. And here's another one, the wheel. It talks about starting a new chapter as well. It talks about you got room to grow, and we got the Jupiter sign again, you see? So that shows that you are very well protected. So you don't really have nothing bad. This is a great reading right here. Nothing horrible at all. Nothing that says anything coming back to get you or anything. It's all about going forward, moving forward, traveling, doing some things, you know. So it shows things doing good and you being protected and doing it. So it's looking good, too.
The next one will be for Carol.
For who?
Carol.
Carol?
Number 7.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see where to put these cards. I'm running out of spots. All right, Carol. Let's see what's going on. All right, Carol. Let's see what we got going on here.
This is probably the last one.
Okay.
Unless there's a donation. This is the last one.
Okay, they said this is probably the last one unless there's a donation. All right, Carol.
There's 5 minutes.
So now, okay, so what was the number?
7.
7. All right, Carol, let's see what we got for you, huh? Here we go. Boom. All right, Carol. So we can start off there. We'll go over here. Looking good. All right, Carol, here's what we got going on. All right, Carol, here's what we got. We got stability in the finances, looking good. We got the Hermit card. It's about you taking some time to yourself, but he's also facing over here. So it looks like some good things is coming within the finances. So that's going to be looking good for you. We got the page, which is a message. And we're going to see what the message is. All right. The message shows, look at that. We got the 9 of coins. That's sudden wealth. Getting some extra cash from somewhere. You probably didn't do nothing, or maybe you did something a while back, but then now all of a sudden it's paying off. Okay, over here we got the 7 of Wands. This is about you stepping out of your comfort zone. All right, it's time to start doing some things. We got some stability here. Okay, so now we got stability. This is also with the Wands, showing some stability, so looking good. And this here is the Magician. It's just reminding you, Carol, that you are the magician, honey. Whatever you focus on, that's what you will bring to you. The things that you want in your life, you focus on it, and then you move towards it. And you have done this many times because you can look at your own house and you can see where you have focused on stuff and you have brought it right into your own home. You know, the things you see around you, that's stuff that you focused on. So whatever you focus on, you can manifest, all right? Right here, we got the 10 of coins. This talks about saving some money back, getting ready to start a new chapter into your life. And you too also got the wish card. Whatever you've been wishing for the past 2 weeks, that's coming to you. So that is nice. You got a change that's coming up. So we'll look at the change. We'll see what's going on. And the change shows, let me see what, okay, right here's the Queen of Pentacles. It says you need to plan and organize. And then over here we got the Ten of Cups, shows a nice happy family. So that's what's going on here. Nice happiness. You also got company coming. We got Judgment. Looks like people coming back into your life you haven't seen in a while. So you got some people coming back into your life. All right? So there you go, huh? So that was pretty good. All right. Well, they said that was the last one, and we're going to download it. I'm going to rewatch it, make a summary. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I'm going to put the summary on Facebook. But I'm just going to upload the video to YouTube, so that way, if you all wanted to share it out to somebody else and say, "Look here, y'all can see this. It's on YouTube." All right. So now y'all have a great night tonight and a better one tomorrow.